Hi guys, Andrew here. I wanted to demonstrate to you what Kiokai can currently do. Obviously it's a prototype right now, MVP. It doesn't do a lot, but it does the main function, capturing the voice and memories and sharing them. So here's my phone. I'm going to find Kiokai app. And I'm going to tell a story which happened yesterday evening, and I happened to be nearby and I heard this conversation between my children. I have a choice between voice input or text. Excuse me. But let's go for voice. So here's what happened yesterday. Sasha lost a tooth. Lisa said, Sasha, put the tooth under your pillow and the tooth fairy will bring you some money. Sasha, who is 15, replied, I've gone digital. The tooth fairy puts money on my card now. Lisa asked, how? I don't know, maybe she asked Dad to transfer it, Sasha said. I told them, I happened to be nearby, and I told them I knew nothing about this, and the tooth fairy only pays for a tooth that is actually under the pillow. Lisa then started thinking out loud about teeth and the fairy, explaining that she always writes the fairy a note, and the fairy writes her back. And then she added, the only suspicious thing is that the fairies and Santa's handwritings are identical. So I finished my story, and now Kiokai is going to process it. It says, thank you for sharing your story. To help me understand it better, could you tell me, what is the relationship between Lisa and Sasha? Are they sisters, mother and daughter, or something else? Well, this is the first interaction with Kiokai, and obviously doesn't know much about me, but it will learn as we continue our conversations. So I'm going to answer that questions. And again, I have a choice between using my voice or actually typing something in. Again, I'm going for voice, and I'm saying Lisa is my daughter, she's 10, and Sasha is my son, he is 15. I finished recording, I'm sending this message. Thank you for the details. To help me understand better, could you tell me, how does the digital tooth fairy payment system work in Sasha's case? Does he have a specific app or account linked to the tooth fairy? Well, obviously Kiokai doesn't understand much about tooth fairies, but let's see what I can answer here. In reality, Sasha has a bank account, under 18 bank account, and I just put money on this account, pretending that this money comes from the tooth fairy. But this is a big secret, so make sure you don't spill it out. Okay, so I think Kiokai is now satisfied, and it says, here's your complete story. And it builds this story based on our conversation. Would you like to save it or to make any changes? I think that's good enough. So I have this collection of memories. All the previous memories are recorded. The last one is here. It gives me a transcript of what I said, and I can edit every section. If I want to share this story as it is, I have it. Well, first of all, I have an option to add a picture, and I don't have a picture of a tooth fairy, but I do have a picture of my dog, which usually I'm able to add. Let's say I want to add this picture, graffiti. Yeah, it does work now. Let's add a picture of the dog as well. Oh, my dog, my dog. Perfect. I have two pictures, and I can share it by email. The Kiokai comes up with the subject for the email, and I'm going to email it to talkto@kiokai.ai. Let's go for large. That's it, send. Another option that app allows me to do right now is to actually improve the story. Not changing the whole narrative of it, but getting rid of some mistakes that I've made. Probably you noticed when I was talking, There were a couple of grammar mistakes and stuff like that. I can use a Kiokai to generate a story and to kind of create it in a more easy to read format. And again, the same story I can send by email. It will say that it's AI enhanced. And it's up to you if you want to use the subject line or not. But essentially, the same story, maybe slightly enhanced, is going to be emailed. And then I can close it, and it will keep the story for future use. So here's a little presentation. This is just the beginning, and with your help, guys, we want to make it the default app to record preserved memories of generations. Thank you for your support.